Chelsea are the current world champions. Unbelievable. Incredible. In this video, I will be summarizing everything and be telling you 8 things, because this is not 7, I learned in this game. First of all, this is to remind everybody that Chelsea will be wearing the club world, champion badge for the next 4 years. Chelsea is the first club in the history to win the inaugural, new format of FIFA Club World Cup. This is massive. The next time this competition will be played, it is in 2029, 4 years from now. Massive. What a performance by Enzo Mareska and his boys. Chelsea Football Club is a club that you don't want to meet as an underdog. Chelsea is one of the teams that you meet them, you underrate Chelsea. Chelsea will punish you and punish you heavily. Everybody have been playing down the job Chelsea are doing in this competition. They keep telling us, oh, Chelsea did not meet any strong side. I keep reminding you every time that Chelsea defeated Fluminense, that defeated Al Hilal, that defeated Manchester City, defeated Inter Milan. Everybody did not stay here. They kept on saying Chelsea did not meet a strong side. Chelsea did, Chelsea that. Finally, Chelsea in the final, Enzo Maresca was able to mastermind a tactics that crushed Luis Enrique. Luis Enrique, of all people, collected 3. No reply. Due, Dembele, Bakula, Cavastelia, Fabian Ruiz. No reply. In fact, PSG had, I think, only 1 or 2 shots on target against Chelsea. Chelsea could have scored 4 or 5. Donnarumma made save after save that Chelsea could have easily win them with a very heavy, scoreline. And this is down to Enzo Maresca. And I'm so happy for the boys. Chelsea players deserve it. We deserve this feeling. Everybody deserves to feel this good, and this is massive. So before I go into it, remember, anywhere you go as a Chelsea fan, Chelsea is the club world champions. So here are the 7 things I learned in this game. Number 1, Cole Palmer loves the final. Look at that goal in 26 minutes. Do you know before Cole Palmer scored in the 26th minute? Let's be honest. Cole Palmer could have scored earlier. That miss touched him. He was so angry with himself. But this is now a player that I've seen that at finals, all the finals he has played with Chelsea, Cole Palmer always come to party. And he didn't just start this today. He was like this even with Manchester City. I remember, I think the Community Shield, he gave them the win. I remember the Super Cup, he still scored an important goal. So he is a player that revels in final. And I'm beginning to see online that Manchester City fans are saying that Cole Palmer is the worst sale in their history. How can you sell a player like Cole Palmer for 40-something million? This guy is a superstar. No wonder, even when he was out of form, Enzo Maresca believed in him and said, I am believing in this guy. I am going to give him all the time. In fact, Enzo Maresca informed Joao Felix, informed Nkunku, no chance to bench Cole Palmer to play you. Remember, Cole Palmer is not the most physical. Cole Palmer was able to still do a job, press, try to win the ball back. Look at the way Cole Palmer was cooking Nuno Mendes. Nuno Mendes, that we are told or we know that is the best left back in the world. Cole Palmer toyed with him. Cole Palmer destroyed him, cooked him, dragged him all over the place, and then scored 2 important goals and still gave an assist. If I check all the finals Chelsea have played, do you know the Carabao Cup final Chelsea played against Liverpool? Had he been Cole Palmer had a striker like Joao Pedro or any other good striker, Chelsea would have won that game. Do you know the number of passes Cole Palmer gave in that match? I saw the pass he gave to Jackson that Jackson missed. I saw the pass he gave to Gallagher. I saw the pass, different players. If you watch after the final, he was so angry because he gave his all that could have made Chelsea to win. At the finals, Cole Palmer is unplayable. I watched him, at the Conference League, the second half. The guy just took the game levels up. And nobody could be able to live with him. He was able to play very well. In a final, where you have Vitinha, Hakimi, Due, Dembele, Fabian Ruiz, a team that knocked Manchester City in the Champions League, last season, beat Inter Milan 5-0, beat, Real Madrid 4-0, defeated Inter Miami, defeated Atletico de Madrid, defeated all the big team on their way to the final. Enzo Maresca and his boys was able to stop them and stop them from making even breathing. Cole Palmer was the man of the match. Player of the tournament. Do you know what this means? Player of the tournament. This is what Cole Palmer is. Like, he's the best player in this tournament. Scoring goals, assisting. I am just so happy for him. I am also so happy that, he's enjoying his game. He's playing very well. And Enzo Maresca is believing in him. That brings me to number 2. Joao Pedro is a top player. Joao Pedro is a top attacker. Look at the drop he gave to Cole Palmer. Let's start with that. The first drop. You know, Cole Palmer will score a lot of goals with Joao Pedro. Look at the flick. Look at the touches. Look at his movement. Look at the way he hold up the ball. He can play. He can do that job Dembele is doing for PSG, for Chelsea. Holding up the play, running the channels. When they need him on the channel, he's on the channel. Need him inside, he's on the inside. Need him as a holding, striker, he holds the ball. Everything is good. The touch he gave Cole Palmer, that first Cole Palmer miss. Oh my God, that touch was so deft. He just bam, used his two leg, dropped it to Cole Palmer. Cole Palmer was able to try to strike the ball. Cole Palmer was angry. But with Joao Pedro, what I see is that signing Joao Pedro and the Lap have taken Chelsea to next level, beyond where Nicolas Jackson stopped, because the guy was immense. Look at the way he scored that goal. Do you think a striker without a clear mindset will score? Nicolas Jackson will be thinking of running around the goalkeeper, trying to dribble the goalkeeper or shoot at the goalkeeper, because Donnarumma is big. Donnarumma is big. Do you understand? And Joao Pedro was able, even before they passed the ball, you already know I would thank you. Just one touch. Magnificent, baller. In 3 games, scored 3 goals and 2 starts. 3 goals in 2 starts. What a player. The way he moved, the way he started moving from the goal he scored. He was with Marquinhos. He saw Cole Palmer with the ball. He made a run at the back and then run forward. They could not track him. He just got into that position. That I saw an exquisite movement. I saw a movement I've not seen from Jackson. And then I saw a finish that I've not seen, from any Chelsea player, in the last couple of, seasons. That is massive. And for the fact that he's also playing with the Lap could have scored in this game. Look at that R2 from the Lap. Massive. And I'm seeing Chelsea fans open mouth and say the Lap missed a lot of goals. He didn't play very well. Are you okay? You're playing against Donnarumma. The Lap did every good thing. Donnarumma made a save. Look at that. Look at that second R2 from the Lap. Without Donnarumma, any other goalkeeper, that is a goal. That was well shot. So this is why I think the guy Chelsea have hit a jackpot in signing, Joao Pedro. This is, and a lot of creators are telling Chelsea fans that Pedro is an average player. I laugh. One day you will learn to believe beyond the match. Even before this game, I saw that Chelsea are going to win. All my prediction, Chelsea will win, because I have this feeling already. If you follow me across social media, you will know. I have this feeling. Once I have a feeling, most of the time my feelings always come true. This is the reality. Then number 3. Enzo Mareska is a tactical manager. Mareska carry me, they go. Carry me, they go. Mareska carry me, they go. I am just so happy for Enzo Mareska. From day one, if you follow me, even before I started having social media, I go to Twitter space. I ask them to give me the mic. They give me the mic. When everybody saying Mareska out, Mareska is championship manager, I will start saying Mareska is the deal for Chelsea. They will drop me. This is even what led me to open my own platform. And finally, God helped me and God gave me a platform where I can be able to share my own idea. And now people are beginning to understand from my perspective. Mareska is a top tactical manager. Mareska is one of the best in the world. You see, in this game, Mareska was changing formation in the first half every 5 minutes. Every damn 5 minutes. That Enrique was so confused. Sometimes Mareska play, Caicedo in front. Sometimes Caicedo drop to the position of, Cucurella. Cucurella comes to the front. Constantly chopping and changing. Malo Gusto change. The man changed and changed and changed. Every 5 minutes, I said, even me that is studying tactics, I said, Mareska is too much. For a manager to mastermind a massive win against PSG that have brushed all the team aside. He saw a gap. The gap he saw in this game is on the wing, because Mendes wants to go forward. Hakimi wants to go forward. Enzo Maresca strategically placed placed top players in those pockets of space, and they were able to drag PSG all the way back. One of the things PSG players don't like to do, especially those ones that are bumping forward, they don't want to run back. Chelsea was able to, show them levels and play very, very well. And this is down to Maresca. I am telling Chelsea fans, learn to believe in Enzo Maresca. I've been defending him. They call him average. They call him average manager is now world champion. Average manager is now, European champion with Conference League. Average manager is doing incredible things. One of the teams to look out for next season is Chelsea. And Enzo Maresca is the reason. Enzo Maresca have taken Chelsea to the next level. He's using all the players. There is no player at Chelsea that will say if he doesn't play, Chelsea will not win. Enzo Maresca is building the team on the team. I'm so happy for him. He's an incredible manager. When he made the lineup and placed Reece James in front, Chelsea fans did not believe. They started tackling him. I made a post and said, calm down. At the end of the day, Reece James being in the middle was a master stroke, decision by Enzo Maresca. So believe the manager, he is top. Number 4, Sanchez rolled back the years. I saw him crying at full time. I knew that he had an encounter. A lot of Chelsea fans that are saying that Sanchez should leave, Sanchez should be sold. Sanchez was the opposite of Donnarumma in this game. If Sanchez can remain at this level, I know he made one or two, mistakes, which I believe he can be able to cut out from his game. When it comes to shot stopping, Sanchez is one of the best in the world. You can't tell me that even Maignan, this current Maignan, yes, before, but this current Maignan is not better than Sanchez. Look at his distribution. Are we not talking about that? Are you sure that Nicholas Jackson did not even affect the distribution of Sanchez? Because they gave him a better striker, was able to loop the ball, was able to do the long passes. Because I believe that Jackson must have affected him. He cried heavily at full time. I felt like he had an encounter. And that encounter, like I said, every human being, not footballers, not everybody need one moment for things to switch around for you. You can see somebody that's been suffering or struggling. One moment changes the whole story. And I feel that this final is that moment for Sanchez. He will have more belief. He will be open to working more hard. He will feel like he has achieved something important. This is the way I feel. And I feel like next season, Chelsea are not going to sell Sanchez. I believe he will be there. He will help Chelsea. I believe he can be able to improve. He's just 27 years. There's still a lot of time. So don't give up on him, because getting a new goalkeeper, I looked around. Unless you're going to get Donnarumma. Where is the top goalkeeper you're getting? Is it Solanina or going to all the smaller league? Keep Sanchez. There's no other top goalkeeper out there. Keep Sanchez. This is my own feeling, but then the club can make a different decision. But I believe Sanchez have had an encounter and he's going forward. Number 5, Cucurella pocketed Hakimi. Hey, Cucurella. When PSG players were running against Rangash and running against all these likes of Valverde, Bruno Mendes driving forward, I said they will not do that against Chelsea. Cucurella matched Hakimi toe to toe. Showed him toe to toe. I can fight with you. Stopped him. Stopped Desire Doué. Stopped Dembele. Cucurella and Levi Colwill was able to keep stopping these guys that in the first half, Dembele was nowhere near the match. Was lost totally. We didn't see Dembele. We didn't see Doué made a shot. I remember the shots that Sanchez made a save from. Let's be honest, Sanchez made the good saves in this game from Doué and Dembele. But normally, the level of goals or level of creation that PSG normally create, Chelsea limited them massively. And Malo Gusto was at the thick of it on the other side. Cucurella pocketed Hakimi. Hakimi did not know what came over him. Not one shot from Hakimi. Hakimi that normally scores and celebrates. Not one shot. Chelsea was that good. Incredible. Cucurella and Malo Gusto. Marco Cucurella. Congratulations. Nice one. Keep it up. I know you have what it takes to excel at the top. I believe Chelsea need to find a deputy that will be helping Mark, because he's doing very, very well. Number 6, Malo Gusto in this game showed us why Enzo Mareska have been believing in him. I am thinking that Malo Gusto could be one of those players that perform very well on training, but one way or the other, they are not able to show their true self on the pitch. In this game, Malo was good. Malo was helping Cole Palmer to double up on Nuno Mendes and helping and returning back to stop Cavastalia. He has the pace. He had the energy. His decision making was impeccable, was good, passing the ball, doing things. I was so impressed with him. I am so happy that he played this game. I believe like Sanchez is another player that I feel like confidence-wise, he must have grown. Confidence-wise, he must have had an encounter. He will play very well next season. He played very, very... normally people were thinking Nuno Mendes and Cavastalia, we chew him for life. Like we have a blast over him. But the guy was able to stop. Look at, there's this ball they gave long pass. He was able to fly top, bring the ball down. I said, this is Malo Gusto. Congratulations to him. We need to praise him because he has been under massive pressure. Remember, this is a 22-year-old young player. So I believe that Enzo Mareska giving him that time. He still have a lot of time to develop, and he's developing very well. Hoping that he will ball next season. Number 7, Caicedo dominated Vitinha and Neves. The combination of Caicedo, Enzo Fernandez, and Reece James dominated the combination of Vitinha, Joao Neves, and then Fabian Ruiz. This is a midfield combination that have been demolishing all teams. No wonder Enzo Maresca said Caicedo must do everything possible to be in the final. And he justified that. The level of tackles Caicedo is winning for Chelsea, the way he's balling, Vitinha was lost. Like, can you tell me, Vitinha, that like we are saying the proposed best midfielder in the world, and even proposed Ballon d'Or winner and all those, was lost. Caicedo matched him toe to toe, running, covering space, and it was another masterclass performance from Enzo Maresca by keeping, Reece James in the middle, allowing Caicedo to go and charge the ball wherever the ball is. Massive, incredible. I was so impressed with him. And long may he continue. He's one player that I think also he's hardly injured. He's ever fit. Look at how he rolled his ankle in the semi-final. And he was able to still play this way in the final. No more other player will be out for 2 or 3 weeks. But then that is massive. And then finally, Pedro Neto hard work off the ball, number 8, is something I appreciate. Enzo Mareska have been talking about Chelsea. The off the ball work is not top, but in this game, off the ball work, everybody gave 100. And I want to, thank Pedro Neto for first of all helping Marco Corella, because what Hakimi and Due wanted to do is to get 2 versus 1 against Marco Corella, and Neto observed that I was able to return constantly to stop that. It makes it 2 versus 2, and still when Chelsea had the ball, you have opportunity to go forward, and that is massive. First season winning 3 trophies: Conference League, Nations League, and Club World Cup. Look at what more can you ask? This is a player that is always injured. At Chelsea, injury is vanished and is flying forward. Massive one. And then for me to think that Chelsea will wear the badge for next 4 years, Chelsea stopping PSG, keeping a clean sheet, giving them 3-0, tactically outwitting them, tactically demolishing them. Nuno Mendes, Hakimi looked average. Marquinhos struggled. Vitinha, Neves was nowhere to be found. Neves collected a red card. Dembele and Cavastalia was calm. Chelsea controlled the proceedings. And remember, before now, everybody did not give Chelsea the chance. And Chelsea are now the world champions. Here are my thoughts. If you are not following this channel, follow this channel. Thank you very much for watching. We are beyond the match.